Hi, this is Sanvi, and in this video, we'll discuss how you can prepare better for your board examinations of your 12th standard. And also, since I gave the Maharashtra State Board exams for my 12th standard, I'll tell you what helped me do better in them. So, let's get started. Mostly, since all of us give competitive exams, boards become sort of least of our priority exams when it comes to them. So, I think it's very important to know what part of boards is important and what aspect of it is really not important. For example, I'm sure all of you know that for you to have a seat in any engineering college through JEE Mains or JEE Advanced, you need to have 75% in your board examinations overall. And even for other colleges, there are a lot of boards criteria. For example, in your BITSAT, you have to have 75 in your PCM overall average. And then again, I think for Manipal also, there is some sort of 50% weightage to your board marks. So in that scenario, boards sort of are important in the way that you have to pass the bare minimum cutoff. And Loki, after that, they're not very critical. See, because there's no point of getting 99 or 95% because everybody above 75 is going to be treated the same. So you shouldn't dedicate a lot of time to it. But as we discussed, the necessary amount of time has to be given so that you get those marks. Now, how do you get those marks? Firstly, I feel like because it is a subjective exam and we are all used to very objective MCQ type exams, there is no practice that is associated in these last 2, 3 years of preparation that you've had for your competitive exams. So, my first strong suggestion would be please practice papers. As much as you will hate to sit down and write for 2 to 3 hours, you have to do it in the exam. So, please start practicing mock papers and mostly try to use your previous year papers only because boards is a very repetitive exam. So the more you're familiar with what they already ask, the more better prepared you'll be. One very important skill that I feel board exams test is your time management, and this is in multiple ways. Firstly, there is a lot of gap between your consecutive board exam papers. So, since a lot of you are preparing for other competitive exams, it is important to know how much time you can dedicate in that duration to your competitive preparation and how much you can give towards your board's preparation. Firstly, I feel like again, please know yourself very well. If you are somebody who has struggled a lot to write subjective answers throughout your life, or even now after you give a few mock papers, you realize that you are struggling and you're not doing very well. What you can do is please dedicate all of those days to your board preparation. See, you can give that time to covering your basic theory, or if you are in CBSE, then NCRT, or if you're in HSC, you can cover the basic theory concepts that you might be lacking. Consider that as a part of your study overall, because at the end, it is still PCM. There might only be one or two other subjects that you're doing. So, use that time to effectively clear out your concepts and keep your preparation limited to boards. But in a scenario where you're confident enough that you will be able to write subjective answers, please gauge this only after you write a few mocks and you compare your answers to the ideal answer key that is given in your PYQ books or in PYQ sites. Only if you feel like that's matching or it's good enough, then only you can be confident that you can do them. Once you're confident that you can write the subjective papers, what you can do is again multiple options here also. Say you have a 4 or 5 day break. You can give the first 2 days to completely focusing on your competitive exam preparation. Say you have a chemistry paper, there's a 5 day break before that. First 2 days, you cover your JEE PYQs or your CET PYQs related to that subject itself. You can do chemistry PYQs for those 2 days. And then later on, you can cover the rest of the board's theory, practice a few other past year papers, or refer to your guidebooks in the next 3 days and get done with your preparation. The second alternative, which I recommend, is you have 5 days. So maybe the first 2 to 3 days, you can spend half of your day doing your JE or CET PYQs. The rest half of the day, whatever topic that you have covered the numerical questions for, in the evening maybe you can do the theory for the same, or the other way around. Theory first and then you can do the PYQs. Then the last 2 or 3 days before boards, you can spend it completely focused on your boards preparation, write PYQ papers, practice from guidebooks. Towards the end of your textbook, there are questions, you can refer to them as well. And the second half of why I said it tests your time management is the paper itself is very lengthy. You'll be expected to write very long answers. So make sure that you know your paper pattern of your board exam. Maybe there are this many questions in section A, this many questions in section B. How much time you should allot to them should be pre-decided. Because once you're in the paper, it's very difficult to change anything midway. So please know your time management during the board exam paper thoroughly beforehand. Another strong recommendation that I have is please don't use your board textbooks. And this might sound very counterintuitive, but at least from my experience of giving the state boards, a lot of times the textbook is very, very tedious and lengthy to read, and not all of it is very important. Like we discussed, that the boards are very repetitive. You can refer to guidebooks or your previous year's papers to really know what is important in a chapter and only study that much. There is no point of doing everything and going because there are a few parts of the textbook that they are genuinely never going to ask. Another aspect is proofs and numericals. When you write your competitive exams, you really don't need to show your steps. As long as you get the answer in your market, you're good. But in the boards, they really need you to write those stepwise answers and also know proofs to things. So what I suggest is in these guidebooks, they always have a certain section where they've mentioned the important proofs. Make sure that you practice those proofs without seeing them a couple times. It will probably take you 15 to 20 minutes, but it's very important that you go through the important proofs of each chapter and you're able to replicate them without seeing. Another part is the numericals. See, the first crucial part is your formula. Whatever question you're doing, it is very important that you write the formula that you're using in that question. Even if they've already given everything that's in the formula, just write the formula, then substitute the values into that. It is very, very important. There are actually marks for writing down the formula. Then make sure you show all the calculation steps. Even your simple addition, subtraction, any logbook use that you do, it should all be written in the question. That is again why your speed is very important. Writing fast and knowing your time management is very, very crucial. So make sure all of these things you check after you write the answer. Okay, do you have the formula? Have you shown three, four steps of calculation? Even writing the final answer is very critical. There are actually marks for writing down the last answer in a statement form, like maybe the value of the force asked is. Like it might seem like these are small things, but at the end in the answer key, whenever the board examiner corrects it, they have allotted certain marks to certain statements. So if you have this, it will be better. Also, like everybody else says, maybe please have a very, very presentable paper. At least have good handwriting. Try to have good handwriting so that it's legible to the other person who's correcting it. A happy examiner always gives more marks. Now, I think I'll particularly discuss a few things that are important for your state boards. I had 91.3% in my state board examinations. But yeah, seriously, state boards में marks नहीं देते हैं. So if you are in state board, please focus on your boards and make sure that you clear the 75% criteria. Simply because अगर तुम्हारे पास वो नहीं है ना, तो it's very, very difficult. Like a lot of competitive exams have multiple attempts. You have one or two attempts for JEE and CET. But if you don't get good enough marks in your boards, then everything is shut. Your board improvement examinations, they happen very, very late. And by the time those improvement results will come out, all the counseling processes will be shut off. So if you're in state board, I strongly recommend please focus on your boards and clear the 75% mark criteria with as much confidence as you can because being stressed later on is not really going to be a nice feeling to have. I can tell you that much. For your HSC board exams, there is one resource that I will very, very, very strongly recommend, and that is Uttam's Papers and Solutions. And this is not an ad for it or something, they've not paid me to tell you. But honestly, I used that during my preparation and it really, really helped me. I have attached a link to that below, so you can check that out. Start में they have all of these important points for each chapter, and end में then there are papers and solutions to them. So once you read each chapter के important points and you attempt the mock paper, it's done. तो मेरे टेक्स्ट बुक खोलने की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी एंड आई डेंट यूज द टेक्स्ट बुक एट ऑल ड्यूरिंग माई प्रिपरेशन आई ओनली रिलाइड ऑन उत्तम एंड अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ मे बी टेक्स्ट बुक के पीछे जो भी क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जैसे फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स होंगे या फिर न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस होंगे वो तुम कर सकते हो बट आई डोंट थिंक यू रियली नीड एनीथिंग एल्स इफ यू आर यूजिंग दीज बुक्स I will discuss subject wise. Firstly, I think for English, we have a lot of like it's a very lengthy paper, so please make sure that you've practiced the mock papers beforehand. Then know that whatever time you're going to give to the drama part or whatever time you're going to give to the writing part, there is notice and email formats. I think that you should clearly know. Then, especially in the drama section, I think there's one part where there is names of authors and their works, or there's some dates given, so that they might come as fill in the blanks, and they're very important to know. So make sure that you note them down and remember them. Next, I think maths. So maths mein the thing is that very weirdly there are a lot of proofs that are there. So one resource I would strongly recommend is this YouTube channel called Dinesh Sir Live. He has taken the proofs very, very diligently, and they're very intuitive as well. So make sure you look at those proofs. A file of important proofs is attached below that I collected during my preparation, so you can refer to that as well. For maths, there are things like LPP that are not taught in competitive exam preparation at all. So make sure that you maybe look up how to do it, because it's actually a very scoring question if you know what to do. If for maths particularly, because you can make a lot of silly mistakes, make sure that after each question you check your answer. Check for simple additions. Just reflect on it, because later on you might actually lose all 5 marks simply because of an addition mistake. Generally, you don't get enough time, but if you do finish your paper before, like say 10 to 15 minutes early, you can, as a safer side, attempt an extra question. Sometimes, if they check all your questions and find out that you've done well in an optional question, they might consider that to give you more marks. For physics, also, I feel like the proofs are very important. You can find a list of the important ones in the book that I've recommended. For physics, my resources recommendation would be, I think there's this channel called RG Lectures. They're very nice. And I think a lot of other channels will have content. But like I said, please refer to the guidebook for anything you need, because at the end you are going to have to write these things down. So the more you read in textbook language, the better it will be able for you to replicate. For physics also, please make sure you know the formulae very well. Sometimes they might just ask you some sort of question that is very related to your formula, like what happens if you increase this or decrease this, what like some other parameter might change accordingly. A lot of times your questions are based on proportionality, like something is proportional to v square, something is proportional to r. So they might ask you just that. So knowing the formula will help you a lot. Please know those formulae very well. Now, coming to definitions, this is across subjects. See, you have to sound formal. Obviously, there is a textbook definition, but it is impossible to remember all definitions word to word. In case you don't remember a definition, just try to use as many formal words as possible, and just write something and come back. Please don't leave anything blank. अगर तुमने कुछ तो लिखा है ना, तो उसके थोड़े थोड़े मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं. Like maybe it's a 3 mark question. If you've written some sort of words that go along the topic, at least you'll get 1 mark. So please don't leave anything blank. Look for hints within the question paper itself. There might be some question जिसके बारे में आगे कुछ और पूछा है, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट तुम पहला क्वेश्चन आंसर कर पा रहे हो. तो ये सारी चीजें अगर तुम कामली क्वेश्चन पेपर को देखोगे तो तुम कर पाओ. एंड दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज ये हाथ के मार्क्स है, ये मत छोड़ना. कमिंग टू केमिस्ट्री, केमिस्ट्री के लिए आई डेंट रियली यूज एनी यूट्यूब रेफरेंस और वट एवर. वट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट इज दैट यू नो द रिएक्शंस वेरी वेल. बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनिक रिएक्शंस है जो बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. लाइक वो लिटरली बोलेंगे कि एक्स वाई जेड रिएक्शन है, वो स्टेट करो, उसका प्रोडक्ट स्टेट करो, या फिर रिएक्टेंट स्टेट करो, रिएक्टेंट का स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करो. तो तुम्हें नेम्ड रिएक्शन सारी पता होनी चाहिए. There is a named reaction का PDF. If I find that, I will attach that in the description below. But I think online resources से तुम्हें मिल जाएगा. Those named reactions are very very important. Then structures भी important, compounds के पता होना बहुत important है. Make sure you have some sort of cheat sheet to revise last minute before the exam, जिसमें तुमने सारे structures बनाए हो, such that you don't forget them. In chemistry as well, your formulae before for your physical chemistry are very important. तुम्हें अगर आंसर भी गलत होगा तो फॉर्मूले के भी आई थिंक कुछ मार्क्स मिलते हैं. यू कैन राइट द फॉर्मूले एंड देन सॉल्व द क्वेश्चंस. एंड बाकी आई फील लाइक हर सब्जेक्ट का प्लीज अच्छे से प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स एनालाइज करो. 2025, 24, 23 सारे पेपर्स एक बार अच्छे से देखो, उनको अच्छे से अटेम्प्ट करके जाना. तुम्हें उससे आइडिया अच्छा खासा आ जाएगा कि पेपर में तुम क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो एंड क्या क्या आंसर तुम्हें लिखने चाहिए. जो भी तुम पेपर अटेम्प्ट करोगे उसको जो भी मॉडल आंसर किया उसके साथ ही चेक करना. एंड वन थिंग आई विल पर्सनली ऐड इज कि फिजिक्स का जो भी पेपर होता है जैसे स्टेट बोर्ड्स का, वो हमेशा टफ आता है. लाइक यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट दैट पेपर टू बी टफ. तो जब भी फिजिक्स का पेपर होगा प्लीज अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करके जाना. एंड कितना भी टफ हो, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट जब वो मार्क्स देते हैं ना, तो वो लोग सॉर्ट ऑफ ग्रेस मार्क्स देते हैं अगर उन्हें रियलाइज हुआ कि पेपर बहुत ज़्यादा टफ सेट हो गया. तो जस्ट नो कि तुम्हें जितना भी आता है ना सब लिख के आ जाना. लाइक डोंट गिव अप इन मिडल ऑफ द पेपर. प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट तुम पेपर खत्म करो. एंड एज आई सेड अर्लियर, प्लीज फिल एज मच ऑफ द पेपर एज पॉसिबल. Not that you'll write songs or movie lines and come, but please, whatever is relevant to the question, whatever you know, just write that and come back. Because some sort of marks they'll give. A lot of times they look for specific keywords. So if you hit them, then you're lucky. But if not, then if you've written something that's low-key similar to it, they'll still give at least half the marks. So please make sure you write something and come back. Overall, I would like to say that boर्ड्स ड्यूरेशन बहुत लंबा चलता है तो वैसे तुम्हें लगेगा कि यार अब क्या 5 दिन बाद फिर से पेपर है बट प्लीज हैव पेशेंस इट्स ओके एज मच एज यू डोंट लाइक इट तुम्हें करना पड़ेगा इट्स एन इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टेप ऑफ योर लाइफ एंड ट्राई टू हैव फन ड्यूरिंग इट इट्स ऑल्सो मे बी वन ऑफ द लास्ट फ्यू पेपर्स दैट यू विल एवर राइट दैट आर दीज लॉन्ग एंड सब्जेक्टिव 3 घंटे के पेपर मतलब अभी कॉलेज में तो रेयरली होते हैं इतने सब्जेक्टिव पेपर्स मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर न्यूमेरिकल ऑब्जेक्टिव थिंग्स तो तुम सॉर्ट ऑफ लास्ट ही बार लिख रहे हो ये सब तो माइट एज वेल गिव योर बेस्ट फॉर इट प्लीज गेट इनफ स्लीप बिफोर योर पेपर ज़्यादा जगना मत वरना पेपर में ऐसे हो जाता है कि तुम लिख नहीं पाते हो योर मेमोरी डजंट वर्क वेरी वेल इफ यू हैवंट स्लेप्ट इनफ एंड सिंस अ लॉट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स आर मेमोरी बेस्ड आई वुड recommend कि तुम अच्छे से सो के in the morning have some good food and then go for the exam and before the exam please meditate in the exam hall they make you sit for some time they give you the paper and everything so please make sure you start your paper with a calm mindset and try to maintain that throughout your paper अगर बीच में कभी हाथ दर्द करे कुछ करे तो ब्रेक लेके थोड़ा पानी पियो बट प्लीज मेक श्योर यू डोंट टेक अ लॉट ऑफ ब्रेक्स बिकॉज बहुत बहुत लेंदी पेपर्स हो गए और पेपर फिनिश करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एंड स्पेशली स्टेट बोर्ड में ऐसा काफ़ी होता है कि तुम्हारे आसपास कोई ना कोई चीटिंग कर रहा होगा बोलना तो नहीं चाहिए बट ठीक है इट इज़ अ फैक्ट काफ़ी बार होता है तो जस्ट ट्राई नॉट टू गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बाय दैट फोकस ऑन योर ओन वर्क एंड जस्ट नो कि don't risk anything. It's much better that you stay safe, do your own work and finish it. Like अगर कोई तुम्हें कुछ पूछने की कोशिश कर रहा है तो just don't risk your own life के good. Just don't risk your own chances of getting caught or whatever because it doesn't end well. I've seen it happen to a few people. So please don't get sidelined or get distracted by any of these things. Focus on your paper, अपना paper खत्म करो, and once you're done, check and just keep your head down and ignore everybody else because nothing is worth risking your own marks for. तुमने मेहनत करी है तो तुम्हें मार्क्स आ जाएंगे नहीं करी है तो उसके बारे में तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो सबको अपनी अपनी बैटल्स फेस करनी पड़ती है ओवरऑल गुड लक विद एवरीथिंग आई होप दैट योर बोर्ड्स गो वेल and I hope that this has helped you in some sort of a way. If I find anything else that is helpful, all of the links will be put in the description below. You can check them out. If you need anything, you can let me know in the comments. And all the best.